guys, it's Rachel here, and today I have a book haul for you guys. And yeah, I know I've been posting book hauls like left and freaking right, but you know, I just can't help myself with the books. So yeah, I have a good 23 books to show you guys today. So the first book that I have for you guys is going to be The Kingdom of Little Wounds by Suzanne Cockle. And of course, Jillian made me do it on this one. She had mentioned it a long time ago, and I didn't go and pick it up, and I don't think and I asked her if she finished it, and she said she hadn't. But I, for some reason, felt that I wanted to go pick it up, so I actually got this on the Amazon Marketplace for like $4 or $5. It's in fairly good condition, and the book is actually really beautiful. Ooh, the spine is gorgeous. I'm not 100% sure what this book is about, but I've heard kind of mixed things, that it's not really YA, that there's a lot of torture and hopelessness in this book, and I for one am I'm a big fan of hopelessness. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this book. I will probably be getting into it very, very soon, and I'll let you guys know my thoughts on it when I am done with it. The next book that I have for you guys is not going to be any surprise in any friggin' September book haul, and that's going to be Airfire by Sarah J. Maas. And I pre-ordered this, and I got this the day that it came out, and I read it pretty much within the 2-3 days, the first days that it came out, so that I would avoid spoilers. This is the third book in the Throne of Glass series that I would hope that you guys all know about. So this book I have already, like I said, I have already read, and I have mixed feelings on it. I did give the book a 5 out of 5 stars because I love Sarah J. Maas's writing style, but the more and more I think about it, I think that I may bump it down to maybe a 4.5, which I know is kind of weird because everybody's all freaking excited about this book. I feel this book is a lot longer than it should have been. There is, my opinion, this is a filler book. I know there's going to be at least 6 books in the series, so you gotta have a filler book in there somewhere. So I feel like this is a filler book. There introduces new characters, which I really enjoyed. There's a section of this book, or there's chapters of this book for my main character, Manon, that I absolutely love. But as far as anything else goes, the book was okay. Like I said, I love it, but there's some other characters that she didn't bring back into the story, which I would assume will be in the next books. But like I said, I did really enjoy this book. I gave it a 5 stars on Goodreads, but it's probably more of a 4.5 stars. But I still really enjoyed it, and I love the cover for this book. The next book that I have for you guys is going to be The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas. So I picked this up the day that Airfire came out, and I was actually really bummed because I went to the store to pick up this book and the hardcover Throne of Glass, and no one had it. And I mean, they had Airfire, but no one had the hardcover Throne of Glass, and they didn't even have the paperback of Crown of Midnight. And then I went to Books A Million, and they didn't even have anything by Sarah J. Maas. They didn't have Throne of Glass, Airfire, Crown of Midnight, nothing. And I was like, you're a major retailer. How do you not have anything by Sarah J. Maas? She's like huge right now, but whatever. So I'm glad that I pre-ordered Airfire and didn't try to go to BAM to buy a book. Thanks, Books A Million. But anyways, I picked up Assassin's Blade because I want to read the 5 novellas that go with the story. I have heard that you were supposed to read this before Airfire, but you know what? I don't care. So the next 4 books are going to be books that I was sent by a publisher, Quirk Books. I requested 2 of them, and 2 of them were sent to me. So the first book is going to be the Resurrectionist, and this is by E.B. Hudspeth. I saw this on their website and I was intrigued by it, so I emailed them asking if they would send me a review copy, or a copy of the book, and they did. Eric is so freaking nice. This book, I'm not from what I understand of this book, it is 2 stories in one. It is chronicling the life of Spencer Black, and Dr. Spencer Black, and Dr. Spencer Black is noted in the story as the forerunner of surgically treating people with genetic abnormalities. And then the other half of the book, or the other part of this book, is like Dr. Spencer Black's like writings of what he discovered. And I've heard actually really interesting stuff about this book, and I'm really excited to read it. The next book that Quirk sent to me, and I requested this one as well, is going to be The Last Policeman by Ben H. Winters. I really like apocalyptic books, and I think that this would be a pretty good one. This is pretty much about town that is, well, the impending doom of Earth is coming. There's a big asteroid coming down to Earth, and there has been a murder, and the policeman, the last policeman, he wants to solve the murder, but everyone's like, dude, we're all about to die. Why do you care about this murder, death, suicide, whatever? And he's like, no, we got to take care of this. So I'm quite excited to read this book. I wanted to read this like right now, but I have so many other books that I'm reading right now, so I will probably be reading this very, very soon, and I'll let you guys know my thoughts when I am done with it. And then the next two books that I got from Quirk Books were sent to me. They asked if I wanted to review them, and they are just so exciting. Is the Hello Kitty baking book and the Hello Kitty crochet book, and these were both the Hello Kitty baking book is by Michelle Chen Choke, and the Hello Kitty crochet is by Mei Lee. And these are so cute. Oh my god, like, I don't like pink. I am not a pink person, but these are the most adorable books ever, especially the Hello Kitty baking book. Like, I can't even, like, look how cute that is. I just, oh, so cute. These books came out on September 16th, and I think I got them on September 13th. But they're so adorable, and I'm going to be doing actually a really special video with the Hello Kitty baking book that I cannot wait to show you guys. And I guess I'm just gonna have to learn how to crochet with the Hello Kitty crochet book. But yes, I was really, really excited to get these, and I was so grateful, and they're so pretty. I have them on display. The next book I got on the recommendation of Lindsay from Lindsay Ray, and that's going to be Golden Boy by Abigail Tartolin. And she mentioned this as a book an underrated book that she really liked, and I actually really trust Lindsay's opinions on books, so I just had to pick this one up. And I actually got this on the Amazon Marketplace, so it is a little bit messed up, but I did not want the paperback copy. I wanted the hardcover so bad because it's so pretty. But she says it's a really depressing book, but I'm all about the depressing. So I'm pretty sure this is about a main character who was born with both sex parts, and his parents choose to have him raised as a boy, and then he's sexually, I think, assaulted, and then he goes into deep depression, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's around the lines of it. I know it sounds kind of dreary, but I am actually very, very excited to read this book. I love the cover for this, and I want to read this so soon. The next book is going to be on the recommendation of everybody, but especially Reagan from Peruse Project and Max from Well Done Books, and that's going to be All the Lat We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. So I am so excited to read this book. I can't even believe I haven't read it yet, but like I said, I've had so many other books on my plate right now that I've been in the middle of reading that I haven't had a chance to read this one, but I want to read this so bad. It is a World War II story that follows a girl that is blind, and I believe a Nazi boy from a young age, and I can't wait to read this. I love, love, love World War II stories. I always find that part of history so tragic but so interesting to learn about, and I can't wait to read this book. Also, this is one of my favorite covers of all time. It's just absolutely stunning. And the next book I also got on the recommendation of, I think, Reagan from Peruse Project, and that's going to be Everything I Never Told You by Celeste. I'm really excited to read this book. I'm pretty sure this follows the Chinese family that came from China to America, I believe, and everybody loves the middle daughter. There's 5 children. Everybody loves the middle child, and then she dies, and then it's kind of the family's trying to cope with it and figure out what happened. I'm really excited to read this book. It is very short, so it shouldn't take me very long to get through it. I just haven't had a chance to read it yet because, like I said, I've got so many other books on my plate. And the next book I have hauled before, but it was the paperback, and so I splurged when I saw this one for 12 bucks with 20% off because I wanted this copy anyways, and that's going to be Burial Rites by Hannah Kent, and this is the hardcover US edition, and it is stunning. Oh my god, even all of it is just so beautiful. I wanted this one originally, but Books A Million didn't have it. They had the paperback edition of it, and I was like, I'm not gonna justify spending the, I think, $26 on the hardcover edition of it. I'll just spend the 15 bucks on the regular edition, the paperback edition, and just be done with it. But then I saw this at Half Price Books for $12 plus 20% off, and I was like, I am doing this now. So I sold the other book, and I have this book now, and I'm just, book porn, so nice. It's so nice. And this is the story about a main character this is a story about the last execution in Iceland, and I'm quite excited to read it. So yes. The next book I have for you guys is going to be The Beginning of Everything by Robin Schneider, and this book recently came out in paperback. I am really excited to read this book. I am not 100% sure what it's about, but I've heard I've heard that it's really good. I know that Adriana from Perpetual Pages really loves this book, so I want to give it a chance. I know that I will fly through this book, and I just can't wait to read this book. The next book is also a book that I've been wanting to read for so long, and I haven't picked up yet, and I'm so excited that I now have it, and that's going to be The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender. And this is one of the most beautiful covers I have also ever seen. Even the book itself is this beautiful, beautiful gold metallic feeling, and the book is so well put together. The binding is so tight. This book is just beautiful. This book is about our main, oh, look at that. I didn't even see that. Look at that, how pretty that is. This book is about a main character named Ava, and Ava is born with wings, and she's kind of discriminated against. People kind of make fun of her, and it's her life. So she's talking about her life on it, and I can't wait to read this book. I've heard immensely good things, that the writing style is just so lyrical and beautiful, and I can't wait to read this one. I've been eyeing this book for so long, and the only reason I haven't been reading it is because I already don't want it to end. That's how I am with books like this. And the next book I have is going to be The Impossible Knife of Memory by Laurie Halse Anderson. I'm not 100% sure what this is about, but I know it's about a main character and her father, are on the run, and then her father gets into alcoholism, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I've heard really good things about this book. The next book is another book that I am oh so excited about, and that's going to be The Shock of the Fall by Nathan Feller, and I have heard not one bad thing about this book. I know that Lindsay and Reagan have both read this book. Reagan especially loved it. I am about 4 pages in. I had started it, and I've been using my Exploding TARDIS bookmark. I'm obsessed with Doctor Who right now. If you guys didn't know about my Twitter, I'm obsessed with David Tennant, Christopher Eccleston. I just want you guys to know. Anyway, so I am so excited about this book. The only thing, I'm not 100% sure what the book is about, but I know that it handles mental illness, and I like the back of the book how it says, "I'll tell you what happened because it will be a good way to introduce my brother. His name's Simon. I think you're going to like him, I really do, but in a couple pages, he'll be dead." And he was never the same after that. First off, I love this cover. I actually really like the hardcover edition too that Reagan has, but I can't wait to read this book. Like I said, I had started it because I was so excited, then I put it down because Airfire came out, and I needed to have that one in my life like ASAP, but I will be picking this up on very soon again, and I just can't wait. The next 3 are going to be manga graphic novels. The first 2 are going to be Bakuman Volume 2 and Bakuman Volume 3. I picked these up when I went to Half Price Books when they had volumes 2 and 3, and I was really excited about it. I am looking forward to reading these. I have not read the first Bakuman, but I read enough about it, enough of it to know that I'm going to enjoy it, so I wanted to go ahead and pick up 2 and 3 so that I could just continue with the series as I go. And the next one's going to be The Sandman, the Dollhouse by Neil Gaiman. I have read the first one, which is Preludes and Nocturnes, I believe, and this is the second volume in his thing. This one came out a little bit older. So the pictures are a little bit different, but I am still quite excited to read this anyways. I had started it, and I was really enjoying it. I really like the aspect at the very beginning of the book with fairy tales and gods and whatnot, and I'm really enjoying it so far, and I will let you guys know my thoughts when I'll probably do a series overview when I read all, I think 13 of them, and let you guys know my thoughts on them when I'm done. The next one is one that I can't believe I still haven't shown you guys yet, and I've had it for so long. It's going to be Lamb by Christopher Moore, and this is going to be the gospel according to Biff, Christ's childhood friend or childhood pal. I received this from somebody from Reddit. They sent it to me because they had an extra copy of it, and the back of theirs was a little bit messed up, and I was like, hey, I will take that. So they sent it to me, and I am quite excited about it. This is the actual beautiful edition of it. There is another edition that's just a regular edition, but this is the beautiful Bible-like one. It's got a ribbon tassel. It's got, you know, just like the Bible looks like, and I have started reading it, and it is so blasphemous, but so good so far. and I am quite looking forward to finishing this and letting you guys know my thoughts on it when I am done. 3 more books left, you guys. So the next book is going to be The Wise Man's Sphere by Patrick Rothfuss. I already own The Name of the Wind, and I saw this at Half Price Books for $10 plus 20% off, and so I went ahead and picked it up. I will say though that holy ballsack, this is heavy. Like, the first one is like the pages aren't the same. Like, those are papery kind of, I can't explain it. These are like plasticky feeling. I may sound like I'm stupid, but I don't know, man. This book is heavy, and it's like got almost 1,000 pages. It has 1,000 pages in it, and it's heavy, but I have not read The Wise Man's Sphere, I have not read The Name of the Wind yet, but I'm quite looking forward to it. I've heard nothing but good things about it, and when I saw this for such a good deal, I went ahead and picked it up. And then the last 2 books are quite exciting for me because I am collecting them, and there's going to be A Game of Thrones and A Clash of Kings, both by George R.R. Martin. Now, you may be thinking, Rachel, you already own all those books. I do. You're right. I own them on the Kindle, and I own them in tall paperbacks. But you know what? I can't stand those tall paperbacks books. I understand that I got The Wise Man's Sphere and it is a tall paperback, but you know what? I can't stand tall paperbacks. They're more difficult for me to read. I want something that fits a little bit better in my hand, so I went ahead and picked this one up. Now, yes, I don't particularly care for the TV show one with Ned, our good pal Ned Stark on the front cover, but I really wanted to get this book in this size because it's easier for me to read it like that, so that's why I got it. Same, likewise with A Clash of Kings. This one is just so huge, but I am quite looking forward to read this one as well. I am currently on season 3 of the show, and I am just obsessed. Me and my fiance watch it together. Characters that I love would be Tyrion. I love Marjorie. I quite love with Jon Snow, but I cannot, of course, I cannot stand Joffrey. I can't stand Cersei. Jaime Lannister's kind of meh about it. Who else? Bran's kind of meh. I still can't stand Sansa. Let's see here. I can't stand Caitlyn. I like Robb Stark, kind of, I guess. He's a sexy man, but I'm collecting these editions of them because I want short paperbacks, but not mass market paperbacks. So I am sending all of the tall paperbacks to Riley from Riley Marie 1196. So yeah, but other than that, you guys, that's my massive book haul. I know, thanks for sticking it out with me. I don't know when the next time I'm going to have a book haul is going to be. I placed a book outlet order, but I don't know that I'm going to do a book haul on it unless you guys want it, because I know I've been posting book hauls non-freaking stop. But yeah, other than that, you guys, how's it going? Any books that you guys have read lately that you think I should be reading? Let me know down below. And other than that, you guys, I reached 1,300 subscribers, so that's a thing. That's really bizarre for me. I can't believe that 1,300 people want to watch me. That's weird. But yeah, thanks guys so much for commenting, liking, subscribing, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!